Today, the topic of discussion is what is the result of meat eating or animal killing. First, we have to understand what is the meaning of mamsa. Mamsa is the Sanskrit word for meat. So, what is the meaning of mamsa? It is explained here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10:10-14 purport. If one has killed an animal, one must himself be killed by that same animal. This is called mamsa. Ma means me and sa means he. As I am eating an animal, that animal will have the opportunity to eat me. In every state, therefore, there is ordinarily the custom that if a person commits a murder, he is hanged. So, mamsa means if one has killed an animal, one must himself be killed by the same animal. So, by eating meat or killing animals, we are given an opportunity to that animal to kill us or eat us. We are giving an opportunity to that animal to kill or eat us. This is also explained here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 11:5-14. Those sinful persons who are ignorant of actual religious principles yet consider themselves to be completely pious without compunction commit violence against innocent animals who are fully trusting in them. In their next lives, such sinful persons will be eaten by the same creatures they have killed in this world. You see, killing animals is against the religious principles. If you are killing animals, we are committing sins. We are committing sin. So, what is the result? In their next life, such sinful persons will be eaten by the same creature they have killed in this world. This is the result. Killing animals is actually against the religious principles. It is against the religious principles. It is a sin. So we have to undergo the reactions for the sin in the next life. They will be eaten by the same creatures which they have killed in this life. Not only that, a person, the person who has killed animals will be subjected to severe punishment in the hell. This is explained here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10:10-10. While living, one may be proud of one's body, thinking oneself a very big man, minister, president, or even demigod. But whatever one may be, after death, this body will turn either into worms, into stool, or into ashes. If one kills poor animals to satisfy the temporary whims of this body, one does not know that he will suffer in his next birth. For such a sinful miscreant must go to hell and suffer the results of his actions. You see, if one kills poor animals, the result is he will suffer in his next birth. Such person will go to hell. You see, such person will go to hell. Once you go to hell, you have to suffer. You will be subjected to severe punishment. You have to undergo severe punishment in the hell. After suffering in the hell, he cannot take birth as a human being immediately. He has to take birth in various lower species before being born as a human being again. This is explained here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 3:30-34. Having gone through all miserable hellish conditions, that means having gone through all the punishments in hell and having passed in regular order through the lowest forms of animal life prior to human birth, and having purged of his sins, one is reborn again as a human being on this earth. See, after suffering punishment in the hell, he has to take birth in various lowest forms of animal life before taking birth as human being again. He has to take birth in various lower species before taking birth as human being again. You cannot be born as human being after undergoing punishment in the hell. you cannot be immediately born as a human being. You have to take birth in various lower species before taking birth as human being again. So there are about 8.4 million species in this universe. 8.4 million living entities, species of living entities in this universe, in this material world. You see, this is explained here. CC Madhya 19.138. In this universe, there are limitless living entities in 8.4 million species. All are wandering within this universe. There are 8.4 billion species in this universe. So, you will be required to take birth in various species, species before taking birth as human being again. And the breakdown is also given. Breakdown of this 8.4 million species is also given. There are 9 lakh species living in the water. That means 9 lakh species like fishes, whales, so many things are living in the water. There are 20 lakhs non-moving living entities such as trees and plants. Sthavara means trees and plants. There are 20 lakh species of trees and plants. There are 11 lakh species of insects and reptiles, and there are 10 lakh species of birds. As far as quadrupeds are concerned, there are 30 lakh varieties. Quadrupeds means animals, four-legged animals, and there are 4,000 human species. 400,000 human species. There are 400,000 human species. There are only 400,000 human species. So before taking birth as human being again, you will be required to take birth in all these species before you will be born as human being again. He also explained in Bhagavad Gita 16.19. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence into various demonic species of life. This is spoken by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Those who are envious and mischievous means those who are envious of the animals, those who are killing the animals, are considered as lowest among men. They are considered as lowest among men, and they take birth in various demonic species of life. They will be required to take birth in various demonic species of life before taking birth as human being again. This is spoken by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 16.20. Attaining repeated birth among species of demonic life, O son of Kundi, such persons can never approach me. Gradually they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. You see, if you take birth in various demonic species, in various lower species, you cannot understand Krishna. You cannot understand Krishna. You cannot approach Krishna. You cannot go back to Krishna. This is the result. Like this, if you kill animals or if you are eating meat, you have to undergo repeated birth and death in various lower species. You cannot go back to Krishna. You have to undergo repeated birth and death. You have to undergo repeated cycles of birth and death. You cannot go back to Krishna. It will take many lifetimes before you take birth as human being again. This is the result. If you are killing an animal or if you are eating the meat. So conclusion. What is the conclusion? So killing animals is very risky. Eating meat is very dangerous. So we have to immediately give up this mentality of eating meat or killing animals.